All right, guys, so the point of this video is to discuss what separates us, what makes us different as a program on the whole from other things that are out there in the world. The fitness boutique industry came upon us in the late 2000s, where things like hot yoga, Barry's Boot Camp, Orange Theory Fitness, CrossFit, Soul Cycle started showing up. And from there, people went in different directions and picked a lane. And the lane that we're talking about having is the one that separates us, which is what we do differently than everyone else, which is strength by biological scientific definition. So essentially what you have is the idea that most people out there in the world, as we know it, are spending 90% of their time up in this area, the aerobic arena, and essentially you're doing something for greater than 3 minutes. And what we do here is a lot of strength-based work, but we have to define what strength-based work is. It's broken down into 3 different sections. The first section would be your VO2 max and or speed. Think about it as an 800-meter run. 3 to 4 minutes of full tilt boogie all-out movement, where you cross the finish line and fall on the ground. You don't cross the finish line and go for a little cool down jog. You literally are on your back, okay? Rarely done in a lot of other programs. Done fairly often here. Tough on the nervous system. You don't want to spend a tremendous amount of time doing it. Just enough where you feel like I'm being taxed a few times a week. The next one would be anaerobic endurance. I hand you a kettlebell, you start swinging it. Somewhere around the 60 to 90 second mark, you have to put that kettlebell down. You can't describe why. Maybe it's muscular, maybe it's because of your endurance system with your heart and lungs, but it's definitely something different than what you would get in other aspects of fitness. The last one would be anaerobic power. Your 3-rep max deadlift, your 5-rep max bench press, your max attempt 1-rep max at a back squat. Those types of efforts separate and define strength. And the reality is that we should be spending, as a human being who would like health, performance, and aesthetic change, 90% of our time here and 10% of our time here. And what we see out in the world and what we've been told is the opposite. We see a majority of people spending 90% of their time here doing aerobic efforts or sustainable efforts, and only 10% of their time, and sometimes 0% of their time, down here. So those are just the facts. Always open for questions and comments. Please let us know.